Hi, Sandra Gerard from sandratwp.com, The Worthier Part, and I'm going to talk with you a little bit today about Nancy Drew Codes and Clues. This is a puzzle app, and it is geared towards young girls. That said, it is a great app, great opportunity for learning deductive reasoning skills and some coding even they've worked in here. So many little girls love Nancy Drew. I grew up on Nancy Drew, and she's been brought here into a new format, obviously being able to play her on smartphones and on tablets. And the whole puzzle unfolds a lot like a Nancy Drew story. We walk through, we find the clues, and Nancy helps us to interpret them because she really is the girl detective here, and sort things out. So the setting for this backstory is a tech fair at a school, and somebody's project goes missing, and as the girls are looking through trying to find what happened to the project and the pieces of it, they come across more and more clues. Of course, our main character here is Nancy, and then she has her friends Bess and George, who are with her too, always helping out. So the puzzles actually come in sort of two types of puzzles within the app. And the first one is the type of puzzle where you're just finding things. And I've actually played a lot of these that are designed for adults or for anyone. You just come in and you're going to pick up individual things and collect them in a slate at the bottom. And then after you do this, when this is completely full, and I took the screenshot when it was full, you go to the next screen where Nancy goes through each item that you identified, and she says, this is an interesting clue, or why is this here? For example, if we take a look, obviously this is the music room. Well, one of the items that I picked up here, it's a little difficult to tell at the bottom. You can see a little closer here. It's a grain and hay. Excuse me, I've been fighting a cold. You have to ask yourself, why is there grain and hay? Obviously in a rehearsal room in the music department. And these are the kinds of things that Nancy goes through with you, and then you sort or you store all of these clues in a virtual clue book that you can go back and refer to later. The other type of puzzle that really kind of got to me is the coding section. Nancy has this robotic puppy that she invented, and each player gets to name the puppy. And throughout the course of solving the mystery, we have times when the puppy needs to accomplish a task for us. We need to get attention, so we need to get the puppy to bark. Or we can't get out, we can't fit out through a space, but the puppy can fit through because she's smaller. So you come down to this part here, this is where the programming is done, and Nancy takes you through and teaches you, which blocks of code will have the puppy move forward one space, which ones will have the puppy turn around, change direction, jumping up, jumping down, crawling underneath. Later there are all kinds of excuse me, blocks that we can add in to have the puppy hover, to have the puppy descend, to have the puppy change direction, have a series of activities repeated by the puppy. And then the player can try it out, and if the puppy accomplishes the task, then you move on to the next part of the mystery. And if the puppy doesn't, then you go back and you work on your coding and you get it right again. I really enjoyed this. The coding with the blocks reminds me a little bit of some other online coding resources that I've seen, but I really enjoyed the fact that this made the coding an integral part of the mystery solving, and that's really what coding is for most of us. It is not because we enjoy sitting around coding, it's because we are putting in bits of code to get the job done, to get our blog posts up right. My boys have been learning in their online reporting how to properly annotate things using HTML. So I love how this takes out the alphabet soup of writing computer code, but is still teaching the logic, the repetition, and the orderliness in the thinking. So that is Nancy Drew Codes and Clues. It really is a fun game. I have to say, my biggest disappointment in it was that when it was over, I sort of had that what my son calls the show hole. You know, when you finish a series of shows on Netflix and now you don't know what to watch, or for me, it's usually when you read a book and it's such a good book and you're into it, and then the book is over. So now what do I read? Playing this app felt for me like reading a Nancy Drew mystery. And at the end of it, I was kind of wondering, well, where's my next Nancy Drew story? So, I definitely encourage you to check it out. I think that your daughters, nieces, and granddaughters, and even your sons will find this game intriguing. Check it out. I'll put more information in the links. Thanks so much for watching.